Hi, I'm Veronica, and this is Chat With Me. I'm going to go grab a glass of wine, and if you'd like to get something to drink, go ahead, and then we'll pick an interesting subject, and I would love it if you would join me. Please sit down next to me and let's chat. I wanted to discuss a little thing that happened to me, of course, on Instagram, and someone had made a comment on one of my posts, and it was kind of weird because the post was not that big of a deal, but at first he kind of was very complimentary. Just don't worry about what other people think. Just do what you do. And then two more comments, and one of them said, it's just, I can't believe how self-absorbed you are with all the pictures you have hanging up on your wall. Well, I responded with, I do have a video on why I do post or hang up my boudoir pictures. And I also had said, don't judge people, because that's just not right, because you don't know their situation. That's kind of what I wanted to talk to you about, is like what does self-absorbed mean, really? Just because we have a picture hanging up of ourselves in our house, it makes us self-absorbed. I think sometimes we forget to celebrate who we are anyway. I do have self-esteem issues, so those pictures help me. They help me wake up every morning and go, okay, I'm good enough, I'm sexy enough, I'm okay. And it's just an affirmation. It's not me necessarily needing it from someone else. I need it from myself. And we can look in the mirror every day and we see ourselves on our mood. So if you wake up and you're not quite having a good day, you look at yourself and you see the things. You can see negative things about how you look according to how you feel. And it's very easy to lose who we are just by waking up in kind of a bad mood, or someone had said something the day before that made us not feel good about ourselves. I went on a photo shoot, and I got chosen. I've seen a lot of my photos, and they're very good photos, but I very much did not feel I did not feel sexy. I did not feel appealing, physically at all. But looking back, it was really my mood. It wasn't that I wasn't, because I am, I see that, but I didn't feel that way all day. And to, be posing in lingerie and not feel that way, it's very hard. So what I wanted to say more is, for one, we should celebrate ourselves, and we should hang up our pictures, no matter if they're sexy ones or they're just everyday ones, or our graduation pictures or our kids' pictures. We need to celebrate us. We don't do that enough anymore. It used to be a big deal, to get your pictures taken as a family and hang them up on your wall. And these days we open up our phone and we look at them when we choose to. Having pictures up on your wall make you look at them. You walk into a room and you see them. You don't have a choice. You don't pick up your phone and go to your gallery or what have you. So it's really important for me to look at myself even when I'm not happy with myself. No, that is me, and that's how I am, and that's how I can be. So it's important to wake up to that and see that. Does that make me self-absorbed? No, I'm quite the opposite. I have raised kids. I have, stayed with a husband that made me feel like crap. I am working on my self-esteem like crazy and how I look. And those help me with that. And so I can see myself differently. And I think it's funny that we all not we all, some of us can very easily judge someone else by what we think. Well, does he feel like if he hung pictures of himself that would make him feel self-absorbed or have an ego? Well, then that's you. That's not me. I would have never hung up a picture of myself, ever, even when I was looking good, because I was afraid of what other people might think. And I think at some point you have to, who cares, It was just a very interesting comment. And, no matter what, we all do, if you're posting pictures of yourself, let's say on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or wherever, that's posting pictures of yourself somewhere where you would go look at yourself, right? So it's funny how some people choose to just take someone apart and and feed on something that maybe at that point in their life they don't feel good about. Why? Well, come to find out he doesn't follow me, but I was going to say, like, why even look at my page if you think I'm self-absorbed? I'm still learning a lot about things and how I look and how I feel about myself. I will tell you I'm learning a lot. There'll probably be another video here shortly and on what I want to do with my Instagram, because I'm kind of over, I have two issues. I'm over hearing all the, not negative, I don't get that many negative, but people's opinions, and that's fine, and some are good and some are different, and then I go back to, I still want to prove a point that just because a woman posts herself in bra and panties doesn't mean that she wants to get laid, or just because she poses in a sexy way doesn't mean that that's what she wants. You know, if I want to see myself that way, then that's what I want to do. So I go back, that's why I keep going back and forth. There's part of me that really doesn't like it and I'm tired of it, but there's part of me that truly wants to prove a point on, just because women do this doesn't mean that they're after sex or whatever. So I constantly do this, but I did want to bring up the pictures again because I think that there's more to it. I think that when we look in the mirror, again, we use our mood, and to look at a picture, I find that even when I'm in a bad mood, I don't pick apart those pictures. I don't. I just look at them and they make me feel good, and it helps me conquer the day because I wake up feeling a lot more confident about myself and, you know, who I am, and it doesn't mean I'm going to go conquer the world in a sexy way. It means I feel, you know, a lot of us have different things that we pick ourselves apart for. You know, someone, it might be the way they look, or someone, it might be the, you know, how intelligent they are, or the decisions they make, or things like that. So when we see something and allows us to bring out the best in everything, which the part that I am missing in my self-confidence is still to this day my body. I'm better about it, but I'm still not completely there. And being who I am. So when I see those pictures, that's part of who I am, and it's part of something I do and I enjoy doing. So when I go conquer the day, I'm like, I can do this. You know, it doesn't matter what other people say, or how they see me. I know I'm this, this, and this. And those things help me. I don't have a lot of insecurities about my intelligence or about my emotions or things like that. What I do have an insecurity about is my sexuality and my sensuality and my body, and not necessarily the way my body looks, but how it looks to others. And I know that's strange, but if I can look at a picture and go, I'm good, then I know that I can be with someone intimately and not have issues. So, you know what, we all have our own thing, and that's my thing. And I just thought I would bring it up and talk a little bit about it. And I just want to discuss the fact that I want people in general, and you see someone doing something that maybe isn't what you would do, it doesn't make it wrong, it doesn't make them have an ego. We don't know why they're doing it. If they don't explain it, we don't know why. So assume the best, you know, assume that they, you know, are trying to help themselves and feel better about themselves. And that's the thing. And some people aren't. Some actually people do things to make other people feel bad about themselves. You know, we all have our things, and I find that there's a lot of people out there that don't want people to feel good about themselves. They just don't. They lose control as soon as a woman or anyone has some self-esteem or has self-confidence and feels good and is intelligent. Boom, that makes them not, you know, that makes the other person not in control as much, and that's, some people don't like that. So it's very interesting, but I thought that was a very interesting comment, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about it, and hope you all have a great day.